How's it going in there, Nora? Okay, good. All right, you all, Shabbat Shalom. Good to see everyone here. What's going on? All right, I'm going to invite Roy up here to light candles, which you can find on page 120 of your prayer books. Well, maybe we should get that back up on the other side. You're good. You got this. Look at you, first try. I'm impressed.
Study and find a good location.
Oh yeah, is that
The trick to it, yeah.
okay?
Put a lot of pressure.
It's like measure twice, cut once kind of situation.
It is.
Yeah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'had leknem shel Shabbat.
Thank you. All right, I'm gonna invite Joshua and Joshua up here. Joshua, your full name is Jeshurun, is that? Yeah. Jeshurun. I don't think I've ever used your full name before. Yeah. And we are moving to page. You guys can talk over there. 128. Beginning of my toe.
Hine ma tovu manaim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manaim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, hine ma tov, ya la 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 la. Hine ma tov, hine ma tov, ya la 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 la. Hine ma tovu manaim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manaim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, hine ma tov, ya la 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 la. Hine ma tov, hine ma tov, ya la 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 la.
Yeah, we're moving to Lechadodi on page 138. And tonight we're going to recite paragraphs 1, 5, and 9. And when you arrive on paragraph 9, I'm going to stand up and face the entrance as we greet the Shabbat B'Chai.
Lecha dodi likat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. 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 Shamor וזכור כי דיבורך השמיענו אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד לשמו תפארת ולתהילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה ב'נei Shabbat nekabela. לך דודי לקראת כלה ב'נei Shabbat nekabela. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך ומיורי, וביאורי שידברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך ניכר. לך דודי לקראת כלה ב'נei Shabbat nekabela. לך דודי לקראת כלה ב'נei Shabbat nekabela. אורי ושלום עטרת בלם הסגולה, בוריך עליו, בוריך עליו. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה.
You may be seated. We now move to Shalom Alechem on page 142.
Shalom Alechem, Malachei HaSharet, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bachuni leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzidkem leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
And we now move to the Chafti Kaddish on page 144 of your prayer books. Yitkedal v'yitkedash Shemei Rabbah Be'elma divrach erotev yamlik malchutei B'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'yedechol be'Yisrael Ba'gala uv'izman kariv v'yimeru Amen. Yehesh me Rabba mevarach le'olam elal me'ol mayam yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipar v'yipramam v'yipnaseh v'yithadar v'yitale v'yitalal Shemei Kedusha Barichu Le'elam Mikol Birchata V'Shirata Tushvechata V'Nechemata Ta'amiran Be'elma V'imeru Amen. We turn the page to 146 and we rise for the Baruch Hu.
Ya la 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 Baruch Adonai
sorry, you can be seated. And now we're moving to Ma'ariv Aravim on page 148.
Umaviyom, 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 umevi laila. Umavdil ben yom uben laila. Adonai tzvaot shemo, el chavechayam tamidim lo. Aleinu le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, hamariv aravim. Umaviyom, 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 umevi laila. Umavdil ben yom uben laila. Adonai tzvaot shemo, el chavechayam tamidim lo. Aleinu le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, hamariv aravim. Ya la la la, 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 ya la la la.
Why don't we all turn to page 151 and read the bottom paragraph there together in the English. Wisdom and wonder, passion, instruction, story, and symbol. All these things your Torah gives to us. And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works and the living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. We'll do the Shema on page 152 of our prayer books. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malachuto Leolam Va'en. Move to page 154. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol vacha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol meyodecha v'hayu ha'devarim ha'elem asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinartam levarnecha v'divartam ba'am v'shivtecha b'veitecha u'v'techa ha'vaderech u'shofbecha u'kumecha u'kshartam leyot al yadecha v'ha'ila totafot b'neinecha u'ktavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'visharecha L'ma'an tiskeru v'atitem et chol mitzvotai v'tem kiroshim le'eloheichem ani Adonai Eloheichem asher hotzeti etchem meretz Mitzrayim liot lachem le'elohim ani Adonai Eloheichem. Adonai Eloheichem. It looks like someone's coming to the door if someone wants to open it for whoever's there. And now we turn to page 158 for Mikamocha.
Michamocha ba'elim Adonai, Michamocha neda b'kodesh, Nora tehilot sefele, Nora tehilot sefele. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la.
Amru on page 162.
Yeah.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. בני אומרים, בני ישראל, עודי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
Okay, we now move into the Amidah on 164. When you arrive there, I invite you to stand with us. Adonai sefataytika ufiyagita hilatecha. Adonai sefataytika ufiyagita hilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanara, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Gonei Hakol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot V'Imavot, למען שמו באהבה, מלך אחר ומשיח ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם בעזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחייך גדולת הרע ויושיע, משיח הרוח ומרעיד הגשם. מחייך חיים בחסד, מחייך הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ברופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומחייך באמונתו לשני עפר, מלחמות ומדום אליו, מלך ממית ומחייך, ומצליח ישועה, ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני, מחייך הכל. We are now going to continue silently until we arrive on page 180 for Osei Shalom. You may be seated whenever you like.
Ose shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, vimru, amen. Ose shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, vimru, amen. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael.
Okay, now some words of Torah. This week we are back in Genesis, which is a huge relief for me because last week there was no Torah portion, thanks to Sukkot, which really stressed me out. Torah portions are much like weekends, which are a needed institution for a sense of stability. Not having a weekend is so disruptive to one's well-being and mental health. For me, it's like not having a Torah portion. Anyway, we're back in Bereshit, which is honestly, I wish we could spend more than 1 week on. But time moves forward, and so do our Torah portions. In this particular portion, the creation of the universe, it doesn't end as grand as it begins. The ending of this week's portion goes like this. When Adonai saw on the earth the great wickedness of humanity, that the thoughts in their hearts were nothing but wickedness all day long, Adonai had regrets. The humanity that Adonai created on earth made Adonai heartsick. So Adonai thought, I will wipe humanity whom I created from the face of the earth. Yikes. There's this term in writing referred to as kill your darlings. I don't know if you've heard that before. But as a writer myself, I often love everything I put on a page. I'm biased that way, of course. However, I have to recognize that not everything I write will land for readers. So I delete sentences, paragraphs, even pages of what I personally think are adorable, cute, and very special thoughts. I have killed many darlings. This is just the messy reality of creating something new. But what Adonai is proposing is something else entirely. So what did Adonai create that made Adonai feel it needed to be all burned down to the ground? The reality of our Torah's creation story is humanity has a central role in inhabiting Adonai's creation. Furthermore, Adonai does not want to create a universe without also creating goodness in that universe. Humanity is essentially created to experience this goodness. And not all creation stories link people so closely with the universe's origins. And humanity discovers something that I am not so sure that God intended. Humanity discovered a second universe, a universe of values. We see this when Eve convinces Adam to eat from the fruit of the tree of knowledge. And we see this when Cain grows so jealous of Abel that he murders him. Our first humans successfully and unsuccessfully crash into a universe of values. Without humanity, the world cannot be good or evil. We are literally created to judge our environment And inversely, as we have seen in the last verse of this week's Torah portion, we are judged. And I would argue that for God, humanity offers meaning to creation. And this meaning can be described in terms of relationships. Dr. Tamara Eskenazi, a teacher of mine and a contributor to the Women's Torah Commentary, has this to say about the subject of relationships. Humanity is a constellation of 4 relationships. 1, with earth, from whence we came and whither we return. 2, with each other, as women and men equally blessed and jointly commissioned to care for the world. 3, with the animal world toward which we have responsibility. And 4, with God, whose image we are made and whose breath animates us. Humanity, without a tutorial, not even a Judaism 101 class, must navigate these 4 types of relationships. And while these relationships are the recipe that make so much goodness in our world, they can also be perilous. The first people bump into these relationships through a process of trial and error. They can't anticipate the benefit of goodness. They can only experience the consequences of their choices. Consequences that, while dire, like being kicked out of the Garden of Eden, also offer an opportunity for humanity to learn from our mistakes. Our choices matter. Our choices have consequences. Our choices deeply affect our relationships, and our choices can bring about great goodness or great wickedness. This is the gift of creation that Adonai offered to us. Unfortunately, as is the case of trial and error, humanity made so many mistakes. Those mistakes turned into a vicious cycle of wickedness that humanity seemed unable to come back from. Navigating a universe of values can be like a microphone positive gain loop. And I imagine Adonai could no longer handle the awful screech that this feedback loop amplifies. So perhaps Adonai did not fully realize that God created 2 universes, not just one. And certainly we have the universe described in this week's Torah portion, the physical place humanity needs to exist. But as soon as God created a self-aware, autonomous, and thinking people, God created a second universe, and I believe an unintentional one, a universe of values. Humanity needed to figure out how to survive both. One that God made for them intentionally, and one that God made for them unintentionally. And maybe it's that second universe that Adonai wanted to wipe from the face of the earth. Not just humanity, but the universe of values that humanity discovered and that God didn't fully understand. Perhaps God felt that by destroying wickedness, God could destroy the second unintentional universe. But unfortunately, if God wanted to create a universe and also create goodness in the universe, then both universes are necessary. Which brings me one thing that I left out from this week's Torah portion. I actually omitted the very last verse, which goes like this. But Noah found favor in Adonai's sight. Someone did it. Someone broke the cycle. And that person found the good that a second universe offers to humanity. Noah passed through the crucible of the universe of values and did not stumble into its pitfalls. He represents the culmination of humanity's trial and error. Adonai felt that Noah and his family needed to be preserved for God's creation to work. And God didn't restart from scratch, but instead nourished a seed of a healthy and good family to populate the world with the knowledge that navigating the universe of values is the only way to lead a good life. And this is why we need the Torah. It's a whole scroll dedicated to helping us navigate this universe of values. The rest of Torah is God and humanity understanding what that means. Thank you. We're now going to move on to the Mishnah Berach, the prayer for healing. And these are the community members who are in need of healing right now. Emily Weaver, Ginger Spiro, John Johnson, Jackie Erzchek, Pat Victor, Janice Breeze, and Ross Rumack. If there's anyone who you are thinking of, please feel free to say their names out loud or in your hearts. We're on page 371 of our prayer books.
Mi sheberach avotenu mekor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mi sheberach imotenu mechor habracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
We now move to the Elaine on page 587 of your prayer books. When you arrive there, I invite you to stand. $591. May we gain wisdom in our lives, overflow like a river with understanding. Love each of us for the peace we bring to others. May our deeds exceed our speech. May we never lift up our hands, but to conquer fear and doubt and despair. Rise up like the sun, O God, over all humanity. Cause light to go forth over all the lands between the seas, and light up the universe with the joy of wholeness, of freedom, and of peace. V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai l'melech ha'kol ha'aretz bayom hahu yihei Adonai echad u'shemo We now move to page 598 for the Mourner's Kaddish. In our own community, we're thinking about these yard sites this week. Clinton Cox, Elaine Teicher Dorr, Leah Finger, Joyce Goldman, Barney Gottstein, Jamie Haas, D. Mitchell III, Bernie Moscow, Ethel Roberts, Hilda Schatz, Dorothy Silverman, and Caroline Wolf. If there's someone who you are thinking of this evening, please feel free to say their names out loud in your hearts. Zikronom livracha. May the memories be for a blessing. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabba, be'alma divrach chirotei v'yamlik malchutei, b'chayechon u'b'yamechon u'v'chayei rechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'vizman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehei shmei Rabba mevarak le'olam u'lomei almaya, yitbarak v'yishtabak v'yitpa'ar v'yitbramam v'yitnasem, V'yitadar v'itole v'itolal shemeda kudusha barichu le'elami kol birchata v'shirata tushbichata v'nechamata da'amiram be'elma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayima le'nivya kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Osei shalom v'imromav hu ya'aseh shalom ale'nivya kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Is the one who creates harmony and high, bring peace to us and to all Israel, to which we say, Amen. You may be seated. Okay, all right, announcements, here we go. So tomorrow we have our in-person services starting at 10:30, and we have our first class of season 3 of Torah Uncensored tomorrow at 12:30 over Zoom. So if you haven't signed up for that yet, you can sign up online on our website. You can see where that is. And we'll have a couple of people teaching this time, but Rabbi Obel will be starting with a whole thing about the prophets. So please sign up for Torah Uncensored online. And our first day will be tomorrow at 12:30. And then religious school starts at 9:30 the following day. And we have our morning minyan on Wednesday at 8:30 a.m. That door is starting to get a little bit on my nerves, not gonna lie. And then what else am I missing? Let's see.
Did you say Wednesday?
Yes, I did say Wednesday. New podcast finally out. Sorry, y'all. Took a little while to get there. Thanks to high holidays and my health, and Matt Schultz had some issues too. But yes, we have a new episode that we just released this week. So please download that if you want to listen. It's called Faith and Politics. And that's all the announcements I can think of. What am I missing anything? Mitzvah Mall, November 13th, Sunday, from 12 to 3:30, I believe. So please come to that. Support a bunch of nonprofits here in Anchorage, and I think that's all that I can remember. Oh yeah, thank you. Double Day Mitzvah, November 12th at 9 a.m. here at Shul, which is a Saturday. If you're thinking about having your B'nai Mitzvah and you haven't had one yet, and you are an adult, you're welcome to come and to the first session and see what it's like, and we'll move on from there. Bingo. I really know about that. Is that tonight? Is that tomorrow? Yeah, I heard about it just like a day ago. It surprised me. I think it's tomorrow night, but I don't have much details beyond that, unfortunately. The way that sort of gambling works is that different institutions choose nonprofits to give some of their proceeds to, and so Tutor Bingo will once in a while give us essentially some money, just because it's part of the way it works in the state, and to support them, some people like to go over there once in a while and play bingo. It's because of COVID, it really doesn't happen that often, but now that kind of COVID's letting up, we're having more of these sessions. So that's usually what happens. I think an email went out for it. Ironically, I don't actually get the emails that go out that I don't send out myself. So something I need to work on, apparently. But yes, from what I understand, there is bingo happening tomorrow, but I'm not sure what time. But it's Tudor Bingo is the place, which is on Tudor Road. But hopefully I can figure out more. I'll get that to you soon. I guess I don't have a lot of time, but it's tomorrow. But yeah, thank you for the bingo. I'll be more on that one later for sure. All right, any other thing I'm missing? Great. All right. Brother, closing melody? Okay. 6:45? 6:45, Gloria Segoy.
לא יישא גואל גוי ולא ילמדו עוד מלחמה, לא יישא גואל גוי כרם ולא ילמדו עוד מלחמה, לא יישא
Shabbat Shalom, y'all. Let's go. I'll join you all over here at the NPR for Oneg. Guys, yes, seriously. I really want